75 1-drops in mono red. You are not going to see this type of video anywhere else on YouTube, so stay tuned. Okay, we should have a pretty good shot against Kinnan because they just have mostly mana dorks to start with. The game attack really throwing me off there. 40 islands and 20 green spells. Interesting. So they're probably mulliganing because they want to see if they have a, an interruption spell for Ragavan. Going second against Ragavan is going to be pretty painful. I mean, they could have something like Unsummon or legitimate business person thing. Okay, so luckily we have the actual kill spell here. They had priority there, which is kind of strange. Makes me wonder if they had a Pact of Negation, some kind of 0 mana spell. Okay, what do we get? We get a land. I guess we can go for Simian Sling. They haven't conceded yet, which means we could just be walking into a trap of some kind. So they go for the Kinnan. We've got the Banefire to deal 3 damage to it. That's why I didn't want to play anything else there. Ordinarily, Kinnan would be a pretty decent block. Oh, Mox Amber. That's annoying. That actually taps for 2 mana straight away. Incubation Druid. That's actually really quite insanely annoying. Now I'm not sure what to do. I think we definitely have to kill the Kinnan. Pay 2. Yeah. Okay. Just trying to get my bearings. And the Simian Sling. That was pretty lucky. I was a bit worried we weren't going to be able to deal with that and attack in, but yeah, we could have just attacked in with the Ragavan as well, so it's pretty good. If they had gone first, so that would have been very different, because they would have gone turn 1 Elf, and then turn 2 Kinnan Elf taps for 2, would have gone for the Incubation Druid, so you can see how going first there is very impactful. Wow, this is a pretty epic hand. Basically, Sticky Fingers is a really crazy with Ragavan. Giving him this enchantment means whenever he deals damage, you create 2 treasures, which is pretty wild. 2 treasures. Guys, let's do this. It's kind of unprecedented ramp, isn't it? And also go for the Soul Stealer Axe. So if this hits as well, we get to get 1-drops into our hand. I guess we'll go for G2 Lava Runner as well. Just keep pumping out the things. If we get the hit with this again, that's going to be crazy. Let's see. Could have an unsummon effect. Potentially. Cyclonic Rift. Damn. That's a shame. So we do lose that enchantment, but we can replay our things. Rotisserie Elemental. Okay, this is a pretty funny card. The flavour is really weird. When it deals damage, put a skewer counter on it, then you can sacrifice it. If you do, exile top X of your library, where X is the number of skewer counters. You can play those cards this turn. Weird. Weird card. Have they got another bounce spell? That would be annoying if they did. We shall see. So the Rotisserie Elemental there, cooking some chickens. No, we want to keep that alive for now. Just cover the formula. Man, imagine we could have played that. That would have been wild. Let's equip this to the G2 Lava Runner. Island cycling. So they're trying to make Uro bigger. What can Simic do against us? Not really sure. Simic just likes playing lands and drawing cards. Course of Crufix, that is annoying. Especially with Strangle only dealing 3 damage here. You might want to do 2 spells, because the Courser gains them life as well. So I don't actually mind here getting rid of something like that, because it is just really good. Annoyingly, now the Lava Runner won't actually give us a card out of a library. Because it's power 2 really have 1-drops in the deck. I suppose we could brainstorm. We might as well. 1, 2, 3. Put 2 things back. 1, 2. We probably want to move the Soul Stealer Axe over, don't we? Yeah, that was a silly mistake I made. Moving that to the Gitu Lava Runner. Annoyingly, he got big. I mean, we didn't want him to be big, but there we go. 5 mana could be anything here. What would be bad? I guess Nissa. Jingataxius. That's bad. That is quite bad. Right, let's swing with everything anyway. They're probably going to still block the Ragavan, right? Okay. We still deal a bit. Down to 6. We get a couple triggers. Reinforce Ronin. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Rotisserie now. Play some other things. Go for the champion. Sacrifice that. I don't really want to sacrifice it. Maybe we go for the Ragavan again? And then we could sacrifice that goblin for the fanatical Firebrand. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best. If they give Uro here, they get to 9 life, which is irritating as well, but... Who would have thought? A single blocker was our downfall. Beanstalk Giant draws them another card. So even if they block the Ragavan, they're still going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we do have the Reinforced Ronin. They don't see this. I should have actually used the Gleeful Demolition on the Soul Stealer Axe, because that would have been +3 damage. But we could actually use it on the Reinforced Ronin. First strike haste, 3 less to activate if we give him the Soul Stealer Axe. Uro goes to 9. Yeah, the ward on this as well is kind of irritating, but... We were doing so well at the beginning. So well. Okay, Aki Ronin. Still think we just alpha with everything. They're going to go for that. Huh. I did not expect that. I really did not expect that. Magma Spray. That's not enough either. Alright, let's try and kill the Reinforced Ronin here. We get 3 goblins. And if I have River's Rebuke, we're screwed. Or any kind of mass board white bounce thing. Can they cast the Uro? 5 other cards, not yet. Nissa. Okay. That still doesn't scare me. They've only got an extra forest here. Do they have enough? If they play another forest, they'll have 1, 2... They'll have 5 mana, so that's enough for extra turn spell, maybe. I don't know. Is that what they're going for? Gain control of creature mana value X. I'm really confused. What?
Rise, my elemental friend.
Okay. Okay. What am I missing here? What am I missing here, Ross from Friends? They still have 3 mana, annoyingly. None of this is going to matter, though, because we just have too many attackers. So let's try and kill that blocker. If they use the protection here, we still win anyway. So we've just got far too many attackers. Then we've got 3 mana open. Was it going to be a fog? When it enters battlefield, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Mate! What the heck happened there? Surely they had better spells to play than that. But weird that I actually called the Nissa as well. Let's keep this. Facing Kinnan again. Basically, anything against Kinnan, if you have a 2-mana spell, sorry, a 1-mana spell that deals 2 damage, you're in for an absolute treat. Serval's going to be nice here as well because we can make sure we keep drawing kill spells on top. Land is actually not bothered. I'd rather get a kill spell. Man, the amount of times we hit lands with this is kind of bonkers. And yeah, I'm actually going to leave the treasure up for the Pilferer's intervention to kill Kinnan again. This is really weird, like deja vu. Very strange. Counter on a creature. Okay. Gains haste, venture. Nykthos. Weirdly enough, I'm actually not that bothered about Nykthos at the moment. Scry 1. I want more kill spells, please. Swing in. I wonder if they block. I don't think they would they? Memory lapse. A counter spell, that's not going to cut it, is it? Let's go for Satyrs Cunning here, so we can Soul Stealer Axe again. So now that the Dragon's Rage channel is, probably should have done that first, really, to be honest. Okay. They've only got green sources, which mean, okay, they literally just play a blue source. And a Kinnan, so this taps for 2, they've got 3 mana left. Guardian Idol. Okay. So this does 2x. Or should we just swing in first? Seeing as we don't have to deal with any blockers. Gwenna Stefani. Right, let's deal with Kinnan. Surveil. I think we're probably in the market for land eventually. Oh boy, we can just kill Kinnan decks all day long, can't we? Monk's Amber starting hand is just absolutely incredible. I don't think I'll ever be playing Ragavan again without just, you know, everything's a 1-drop. It just makes it ridiculous. Village Messenger as well. So if they don't cast a spell in their turn, this is going to flip into a 2-2, which is pretty decent. It doubles its power. For literally nothing. Esper Sentinel. No? Yes? No? Yes? What's it going to be? Don't cast a spell and this flips. They're probably looking at this going, So they want to use the spell here as to not flip the Village Messenger, but then it means we have more information, so they're probably going to do it anyway. Now. Oh my goodness. I've never seen so much deliberation on a turn 1 play. Welcome to the Pro Tour 2023. We have MG Josh here versus Amalur playing Geyser Saint Shaft, and they pass the turn after spending 6 hours figuring out what to do. This has got haste. Look at the power we've applied to the board here. It's wacky. Right, let's swing in. Just use a kill spell, bro. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Kill spell. Oh my goodness. I never would have expected that. Nice. Okay, and we have an absolute plethora of creatures. We cast 2 spells so this flips back, but that's just the way it is. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. March. Should you use a spell to exile to do it? Yes. The God of Gods willing, interesting. More creatures. pumps up the Foundry Street Denzel Washington. It pumps up Denzel Washington. Oh, look, it's another kill spell. Holy moly. Come on. Welcome back to the Pro Tour. Today we're having, a bounce spell coming in to the Moonrise Messenger, becoming the village messenger once again in the hand, and they're going to scry to be back in 20 minutes once these decisions have been made. Oh my gosh, he puts one to the bottom. However, will he recover? Okay, that obviously means they've got a land on top, or whatever, well, whatever it means. It means they're probably going to play the Geist in the following turn. Okie dokie. Lightning Axe. We can't actually target this, which is kind of irritating, but what we can do, when it becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to defending player. Yes, that is annoying, isn't it? Yes, indeed. So they kind of have a blocker on the floor, but if we just keep going around and over the top, might be good. Back to the Pro Tour commentary. And they're going to give it a Aether Tunnel, can't be blocked. Wowzers. I really wish I could have blocked it. Give her ruins. Give her a ruins. Well, here we go. If they attack in, they're not going to have a very good blocker. Let's kill the Giver of Runes here. Gets rid of that, exiles it. So they're going to deal 7. So we are on a clock, but so are they. Flips back. We could just dash it. Oh, we can't dash. Okay, not 4 mana. Swing in. Down to 10. And what's it going to be? It's going to be a kill spell. Probably have a board wipe in hand, don't they? Let's be honest here. It's very much likely that that is going to be the case. And no board wipe. Well, is it going to be Settle the Wreckage, or are they going to make a 1-1 with the Castle Ardenvale? Well, let's find out. Settle the Wreckage. Boom. Get 6 lands. I will use this Lightning Axe. Don't you worry, guys. I will destroy the hell out of this 1-1 if they make one. And if they use Settle, then... Oh my goodness! Phasing out the Ragavan! What will happen next? Down to 4. Let's give this to the Flyer. Okay, so, if they have a board wipe here, we still have the Ragavan because they phased it out. LOL. And if they don't have a board wipe, then we just take him to Painville. As you saw from the gameplay, you can see that the deck doesn't even need 2 drops or more to be potent. There were some games that weren't in the recordings that were just people conceding as soon as they saw Ragavan as well. So if you were farming wins, that would be the way to go, I suppose. Not much honour there. But yeah, Ragavan is just an absurdly powerful card that has a lot of kind of memory attached to it. And when I say that, I mean people will feel bad facing it. And yeah, it's an interesting one. It's a bit like a Tractor, but the opposite end of the scale, right? Sometimes you face a Tractor, you're just not in the mood, so you quit. And the same with Ragavan, completely understand. If you're going to craft this deck, it's actually pretty budgety. There's not that much in terms of rares and mythics that are kind of crazy. You probably own most of these commons and commons anyway. I'll say some of the most important cards in the deck to consider if you are going to craft. Mox Amber, definitely amazing. Just means turn 1 you can play like 3 things, which is just absolutely crazy. Land, Mox Amber, Ragavan, and something else. Yeah, it's 4 things in turn 1. Nigthos, I think I would probably take out. Considering that the pips are all 1 red, it's just very unlikely this is going to come in. It's just a part of me that's thinking, oh, let's give it a go, see how it works out. But when you get to end game, you lose anyway because you just don't have any kind of staying power that late. So I would just swap this out for your favourite utility land, or maybe just another snow-covered mountain. Stuff like Dragon's Rage Channel is great because whenever you cast on creature spells, you get to look at the top card. That's important to try and make sure you get your lands on time. Really nice. Faithless Doing is pretty good just to help you filter. So anything, there's a lot of really good drops in 1 mana for red. Loads of kill spells like Flame Blessed Bolt, Frostbite are really useful to get rid of your opponent's mana dorks. As you can see, just 1 or 2 kill spells killed Kinnan, and that was it for them, wasn't it? They just basically quit. Gold Hound's a nice bit of ramp. Lightning Bolt, obviously, bit of a no-brainer. Sometimes something... Where's that? Yeah, the Keswick Wolf Rod is pretty awesome as well. Like, late game, 3 mana to make a 3-2 can be really relevant. Exiling 3 cards from your graveyard is a bit easy, to be honest, late game. You're going to put loads of stuff in the bin anyway, because most of your things are spells that just go away after 1 use. Stuff like Rabbit Battery is interesting because you can pump up the power of your other creatures. And yeah, it's just basically loads of small 1-drops. There's not really much more to say. Just include loads of kill spells, loads of 1-drop creatures, and smash in. And you would be surprised how effective this really is at taking on bigger decks. As you can see, you can kind of embarrass people because they don't know you're using mostly commons, uncommons, and 1-drops. And yeah, it's a bit of a challenge for yourself. Give it a go. Deck list in the description below. If you want to donate to the channel because you think I'm crazy enough to make these crazy decks, then you can do by becoming a patron. Follow the Patreon link below to become a member, and you can get a one-time free custom video of your choice. If you'd like to donate just a one-time amount, you can go to my Ko-fi and donate anything there as well. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.